So, is it just me, or does it seem like your body hates you too? I mean, I was the type of person that would bounce back and forth between really trying hard, getting in better shape, and exercising, to then just going 180 and saying, screw it, I don't care, and just eating whatever I wanted. I mean, there was always a reason to quit trying and quit the diet. Either work was getting too busy, or just the schedule is too hectic with all the sports practices and family life. There's just way too much going on to slow down and cook healthy and take time to exercise. But at this point in life, I'm starting to feel the impact of all those decisions. The energy's not there. My back gets messed up if an unexpected sneeze comes along. And we can't even talk about my neck if I sleep on it wrong. I mean, there are just so many different minor issues. It felt like they were all turning into major problems. Honestly, though, it never seemed bad enough to actually do anything about. I mean, I could always do just enough to get by, or I'd find someone else in worse shape than me, and I'd tell myself, like, I'm not that bad. Do I really need to make any changes? We both know the answer to that. I mean, over the last year, my weight had gotten to the highest level it had ever been my entire life, while my energy level had never been lower. I couldn't justify or explain the problem away anymore. But historically, I was the guy that would always out exercise a bad diet. Now, coming around 40, that just wasn't going to happen, and I had to do something different. I was really hoping it would be the best decision of my life. If you don't know already, I am not a doctor, I'm not a nutrition, I'm not any type of health advisor or professional. I'm just a random guy on YouTube who talks about how he's been failing way too much recently. If there's something going on with you, definitely talk to your doctor. Make sure you do your own research. In no way is this any sort of medical or health advice. Now, being the typical guy in his 40s, I decided to go ahead and skip that doctor's appointment and instead just watch 10 YouTube videos and dive in feet first. Why not start with an 85-hour fast to get started? Sure, okay. So this was 100% crazy, and I had no clue what I was doing. I had dinner on Saturday night, and then I proceeded to power through 3 days with no real meal. The only thing I did have was a cup of bone broth. Day one really wasn't that bad. I had some hunger that would come and go throughout the day. I tried to stay really active in the yard, doing a bunch of work to keep my mind off things. But my wife did mention that night while I was sleeping, my stomach growled the entire night. Day two was when it got pretty rough, though. The food cravings were super strong, and I had literally just no energy. Everything around me was looking and smelling so good, it was extremely hard to stay the course. But as soon as I got to late afternoon, that's when I really mentally started to focus in because I knew if I could get to bedtime, then I got another free like 6, 7, 8 hours while I was sleeping. So if I could just get into that evening, then I would catapult the fast another 6, 7 hours. And that's what made it kind of manageable through day two. Then came day three. This is when all the videos said you would start feeling amazing. You'd have this crazy mental clarity. I'm not a doctor, but all the ketones and blah, blah, blah. You would just feel great. Not me. Day three was the worst. I got these cold sweats. Luckily, like no shaking, nothing too scary, but it was extremely uncomfortable. It wasn't so much hunger pains, but it was just my body going through some sort of crazy detox that I had never experienced. And I got really worried because, again, all of the videos, everything I had been watching said I should be feeling amazing. And I wasn't. I was getting pretty worried that I had done something really wrong or made some huge mistake. But really, during the fast, the main rule, the only rule was don't eat. And I was checking that box. Every minute, every hour that passed, I was not eating. I was drinking water with electrolytes and staying hydrated. And then finally, after I continued to power through, as we got into late afternoon on day three, that mental clarity, that energy, that feel good thing that they had all been talking about finally kicked in. End of day three, I was feeling really good and excited about the next day. Now, I was planning to end my fast on day 4, but with how good I felt, I wasn't sure what I was going to do next. So, morning of day 4, I wake up. I'm still feeling actually really surprisingly good. The mental clarity is there, no brain fog, no issues. I've got energy. All things are good. Now I'm not so sure I even want to break the fast. That's when my wife stepped in and said, "You've got to eat something. You did good, but let's go ahead and eat and move on." So that's exactly what I did. I broke my fast just with a few scrambled eggs and an avocado. But honestly, the rest of day 4, I continued to feel really good, and it's been years since I felt that way. So, I mean, the main reason I went ahead and did that fast was because I knew I couldn't just eat in a calorie deficit, have salads and chicken for 2 weeks, and then step on the scale and see my weight basically the same, or maybe even gained a pound. Mentally, I just couldn't go through that again. So I wanted to do something significantly different that would hopefully give me like a quick win, a feel good of success to kind of catapult me, give me that motivation to keep going. And luckily, that's exactly what it did. I felt great. After the fast, I had dropped about 8 pounds really quickly, and that allowed me to keep eating in a calorie deficit and continue that weight loss journey where after the first week, I had dropped 10 pounds and was feeling really, really good. Now, if you'd like to hear more about the specific fast and exactly what I did hour by hour and what was going on with me, I'd be happy to do a more in-depth video. Just down in the comments, let me know you'd like to see that, and I'll start putting it together. So yeah, I failed with health for a long time, and I'm still on a major health, fitness, and wellness journey. Nowhere close to figuring it out, but if you're a few steps ahead of me, I'd love to hear what's working well for you, and if you're a few steps behind me, definitely don't give up. You know exactly what's waiting for you if you stop now. So stick around and we'll keep moving through all of this together.